Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're cutting through all the noise, really. We've got a huge stack of high-yield prep notes here.
We do indeed.
And we're going to distill the absolute core framework you need to master the MSRA Situational Judgment Test, the SJT.
That's right.
For anyone new to this, the MSRA is that critical gateway exam for specialty training here in the UK. And the SJT section specifically, it isn't testing your clinical knowledge. It's testing your decision-making, your ethics, all guided by the General Medical Council.
Exactly. And our mission today is, well, it's laser-focused. It's about understanding the logic behind the scoring.
Right.
The challenge isn't, knowing the medicine. It's ranking those 5 actions correctly.
From best to worst.
From the best possible response, rank 1, all the way down to the worst, which is rank 5. And we're going to give you that framework to translate the GMC's guidance into, well, clear actions you can use under pressure.
Okay, let's just dive right in then with a scenario, a high-stakes one.
Let's do it.
Imagine this. You're on the ward, you're busy clerking new admissions, and then, bam, 2 things hit you at the exact same time.
The classic SJT problem.
Exactly. First, a nurse pages you.
Right.
A patient has new chest pain, and there are dynamic ECG changes.
Okay, alarm bells.
Second, pharmacy calls. They need you immediately. You have to rewrite an entire drug chart that was filled out wrong and, well, it just can't be used.
This is it. This is the moment. That tension between the immediate life-saving clinical action and the, absolutely essential admin, that is the heart of the SJT.
It is. And, intuitively, the chest pain is the priority. But here's the debate that goes on in your head, right?
Yeah.
The drug chart error, that's a guaranteed problem if you don't fix it.
Sure, it could lead to a mistake.
While the chest pain, it might just be stable reflux. So why does the exam always punish the doctor who decides to secure the drug chart first?
Because the SJT demands you lead with the duty that prevents the fastest deterioration, the most immediate harm. Chest pain with dynamic ECG changes, that represents an acute time-critical threat to life. The drug chart is critical, yes, but it's a management failure you can delegate or deal with in parallel.
Life before paperwork.
Life before paperwork, every single time. So if there's one core truth to take away from all this, it's this.
Okay.
The central mandate is to always, always lead with patient safety and time-critical clinical actions. That's first. Then you follow up with escalation and communication.
And what do you avoid?
You strictly penalize choices that involve delay or abdicating your professional duty or, worst of all, outright dishonesty.
So why does getting this right matter so much, beyond just getting a good score on the exam?
Because this ranking system, it's a direct proxy for the standards the GMC expects from you as a new doctor. It's that simple.
So it's not just an exam?
Not at all. High scores are linked to showing integrity, communicating well, and above all, preventing immediate patient harm.
And it forces you beyond just finding a good answer.
Precisely. You have to find the most ethically and clinically sound option, the rank 1, and, just as important, the most professionally deficient one, the rank 5.
Those extremes are what define your score.
They absolutely do.
And for a junior doctor under, immense pressure, these choices can feel impossible.
They can. The SJT is really testing whether you can hold the line on those core duties. Even when you're completely overwhelmed, it's a test of your behavior under strain.
So let's talk about those core principles then.
The source material gives us a really clear hierarchy of action, and it's all based on the GMC's Good Medical Practice guidelines.
And number 1 is?
Safety. Always. Always a top priority. No exceptions.
Okay.
And if we sort of detail the priorities that follow, this is the mindset you need. Safety first, then escalation to a senior.
Then what?
Then capacity management. So clearing the deck so you can actually focus.
Right. Then communication, documentation, and finally administration.
You've got it. That's the sequence.
That seems like a really solid structure.
Oh.
But if that tells us what we should do, the notes are also really clear about the never do rules.
Yes. The things that are guaranteed to be rank 5.
And these are serious.
They're non-negotiable professional failings. You must never delegate a task beyond a colleague's documented competence. Ever.
Okay.
You must never delay your professional duty of candor, which is, being open and honest with patients when things go wrong.
And then the last one.
Never, under any circumstances, alter or falsify patient notes. Those are just immediate disqualifiers.
Okay, so let's translate that into some practical steps. Let's use that first, next, last method for the chest pain dilemma.
Good idea. So when you're faced with a crisis like that, first has to be the immediate time-critical action.
So go to the patient.
You go to the patient immediately, you start life-saving protocols like the ACS protocol for a suspected heart attack.
Okay, so I'm at the bedside. What's next?
Next is what we call parallel capacity management in escalation, meaning while you're treating the patient, you must inform the registrar or the nurse in charge, the NIC.
And this happens at the same time, not one after the other.
Crucially, yes, simultaneously. This immediately creates capacity by shifting your other tasks off your plate so you can focus entirely on the emergency.
Got it. And what's last?
Last are all the non-urgent things. Finishing documentation, other clerical tasks, or maybe follow-up learning, like submitting an LFPSE form.
That's the system for reporting safety events, right?
Exactly. But that happens after the patient is stable and the danger is over. Safety first, admin last.
Okay, let's get to the tools, the things that will help this stick in our memory when the clock is ticking down in the exam.
Right, the memory hooks. The hierarchy we just went through, it actually condenses into a simple mnemonic.
Love a good mnemonic.
It's SEC-CDA.
Okay, break that down for me.
It stands for Safety, Escalation, Capacity, Communications, Documentation, and Administration.
And if you just map the options onto that sequence...
You'll nail the ranking order.
Hang on a second. If safety is number one and documentation is way down the list, why is capacity management separate from escalation? Don't they feel like two sides of the same coin?
That is a great question, and it's a really important distinction.
Okay.
Escalation is contacting your senior for their advice and support.
Right.
Capacity management is about actively reprioritizing or delegating your other tasks to free yourself up.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. You escalate to the registrar, that's the E. The registrar then tells another junior doctor to take over the admission you were doing. That's the C, creating capacity.
I see. So they're related, but they're distinct actions.
Exactly. And one more thing, remember the ultimate tiebreaker.
Okay.
If you see two options that both seem equally good, let's say informing the patient versus informing the senior.
How to choose?
You must choose the one that prevents deterioration fastest. Clinical speed always wins.
Got it.
So the SJT scenarios, they tend to fall into three core patterns. Each one tests a specific set of duties.
Okay, what's pattern number one?
Pattern one, the acute emergency. This is our chest pain versus paperwork scenario.
Right.
And what's being tested is your ability to prioritize life-threatening clinical safety over everything else.
So the best action is obvious.
The best action, rank one, is always attending the patient immediately. But the wrong options are things like passive delay.
Like waiting for a test result that's not related.
Exactly. Or unsafe delegation, like asking a non-clinical staff member to monitor dynamic ECGs.
Okay, let's look at the ethical pressure cooker.
Oh.
Pattern two, error or omission. This is the classic, isn't it? A mistake has already happened. You've missed a dose of insulin or something.
Yes. And this tests the professional duty of candor and immediate corrective action.
The pressure to just, hide a mistake must be huge.
It's real, but the GMC mandates transparency. So the best action is actually a multi-step process.
Okay.
Immediate corrective action, check their glucose, safely prescribe a catch-up dose, then you inform your senior, you inform the patient.
That's the candor part.
That's the candor. And then you document the event in the LFPSE system.
And what about the big trap? The temptation to just fix it quietly and not tell anyone.
That's it. Inaction, or trying to cover it up, that risks even greater harm. And in this context, dishonesty, like altering the notes to say the dose was given.
That's the worst response.
It is the guaranteed worst response.
Okay, and the third pattern.
Finally, pattern three, safeguarding. The example we've seen is a child disclosing abuse. This tests your legal duty to protect vulnerable people, and it's a duty that overrides the standard rules on consent.
So the best action here is about professional conduct.
Absolutely. You thank the child, you avoid leading questions, you record exactly what was said verbatim, and you make a same-day MASH referral.
That's the multi-agency safeguarding hub.
That's right. And the key here is that you can't become the investigator. Your job is to report.
And the wrong options are incredibly dangerous here.
Highly dangerous. Promising secrecy is unsafe. Waiting for parental consent when there's a clear risk that just delays critical safeguarding action. Your duty is to the child first.
Okay, let's shine a really bright light now on the specific traps. The answers that are pretty much designed to make you fail the ranking. The rank fives.
Yes, and we need to look at these not just as rules, but as tests of your professional integrity.
What's number one?
Number one, falsifying records. We've touched on this. As we saw in the error scenario, this is always ranked worst. Rank 5 It destroys trust. It's explicit professional misconduct.
Can't argue with that. Number two.
Number two, unsafe delegation. This means asking someone, maybe a junior nurse or a colleague, to do something that is outside their documented competence.
If they can't do it safely, you can't ask.
You just can't. This also ranks fifth because you are directly transferring risk to the patient.
Okay, quick question. Why is falsifying records sometimes seen as even worse than unsafe delegation? I mean, both could kill a patient.
That's a great point. And it's about the distinction between a clinical error and a deliberate ethical failure.
Okay.
Unsafe delegation is a very serious clinical management mistake. But falsifying records, that's a deliberate act of dishonesty. The GMC views that as the ultimate breakdown of professional integrity.
I see. What's number three?
Number three, public blame. Blaming a colleague, especially in front of a patient or junior staff, it's just unprofessional.
It might draw attention to the problem, though.
It might, but it poisons the team culture, and it will always rank poorly.
Okay. Number four.
Passive delay. This was the trap in our acute emergency scenario. Waiting for information that isn't relevant when something time-critical is happening. Inaction is basically negligence.
That last one.
Number five, seeking permission when safeguarding is urgent. Delaying that referral to wait for parental consent when a clear risk has been disclosed, it's just contrary to your primary duty.
Right. Let's run through some really high-speed rules then, the tiebreakers that will help lock in that ranking order.
Okay, rapid fire. If you encounter an error or negligence, your protocol is fixed.
Which is?
Make the patient safe first. Then inform your senior, complete the documentation like the LFPSE, and only then do you schedule a discussion for learning.
Okay. What if you're choosing between two different conversations?
If you're choosing between two communications, choose the one that leads to faster clinical intervention.
So usually that's talking to the senior doctor before the patient.
Usually, yes. Unless the patient needs some kind of immediate intervention themselves.
And that positive tiebreaker again.
If two actions look good, choose the one that prevents patient deterioration fastest.
Let's summarize then. The three absolute essentials you need to walk away with today.
Okay. 1. Life-threatening clinical action is always rank 1. Safety before everything else.
Got it.
2. Escalation and capacity management have to happen in parallel with treatment. You seek support and clear your schedule at the same time.
And 3.
3. Dishonesty, like altering notes or abdicating care, like unsafe delegation, those are guaranteed rank 5s. They're professional no-goes.
Perfect.
And for anyone who wants a quick review, here is the concise breakdown you can use as a revision checklist.
A slide-friendly summary.
Exactly. Rank actions from best, which is 1, to worst, which is 5.
Okay.
Safety trumps administration, always. Use the SEC-CDA priority framework.
Right.
Unsafe delegation loses you the maximal number of marks. Falsifying notes is the professional worst case. Safeguarding requires a same-day MAS referral. Candour is essential after clinical errors. And finally, choose the action that prevents the fastest deterioration.
So for anyone just scrolling through Spotify, how would we sum this up for them?
Good question.
This deep dive focuses on the high-stakes situational judgment test component of the MSRA. We unpack exactly how to rank clinical and ethical decisions using the best to worst method, grounded in GMC principles. Learn the critical sequence of action safety, escalation, capacity, and identify the traps, such as unsafe delegation and dishonesty, that guarantee the lowest possible score. We provide the framework you need to move beyond clinical knowledge to true professional prioritization.
Excellent. And let's just quickly clarify a few key terms we've used throughout.
Good idea. A quick glossary.
First, GMC. That's the General Medical Council, the UK medical regulator that sets all the standards.
Okay.
ACS protocol. That's the acute coronary syndrome protocol. The standardized time-critical treatment for patients with, say, suspected heart attacks.
Right.
LFPSE. That's learning from patient safety events. The official system for reporting and learning from clinical errors to improve safety. MAS referral, that's the multi-agency safeguarding hub referral. The formal process for reporting risk to a child or vulnerable adult.
And finally,
Candour, that professional duty to be open and honest with patients, especially when something has gone wrong with their care.
so when all is said and done, what does this all mean?
It means you've successfully internalized the hierarchy.
Safety first, parallel escalation, then the paperwork. You've navigated the core patterns and you've identified the traps.
Nice work. You've really grasped the essential mindset. Now you just need to apply these ranking principles consistently.
And for more resources.
For more resources on structured MSRA preparation using frameworks just like this one, remember to check out passthumbsuprA.com.
Clarity and structure. They cut through the information overload every time. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Now go on and apply these principles. They're vital, not just for the exam, but for your daily clinical practice.